Now, I don't know if opening this makes him arrive. So let's do this one first then. So we have all the info. Let's see. Uh-oh. Darn it. Well, it is. Like, both of them are surgeon. How is it not also this one?
That's it. Thorpe is the man behind the whole drug operation.
Now maybe we're... Oh, Done. I mean, it could be that the drugs are... He's hoping it would help him. Oh, okay, then maybe it's the one above it. Darn it. We did these two, right? How about if we do this one? Okay. It wasn't... I thought maybe maybe the drug secretly worked. Okay. Wait, is it just this? Is it just... uh-oh. I think so it couldn't have been. No, I didn't think so either. But I can remember... No, Mitchell died. Yeah. I was like, wait, are we missing anyone out of the... Where is the picture? Are all of them dead apart from Thorpe? And we've already done these two, I'm pretty sure. That was only because I saw he was on both pictures. Like, They're trying to send me a hint. Drop it the mess I'm behind the... Well, aren't these the two the same then? Okay. There has to be something. But what? What am I missing? Okay. And I assume it's not... I feel like we've already done this. That doesn't look like Thorpe, does it? Okay, he's a lion. Thought maybe someone was gonna say, well, how did he get up on the roof? I mean, I guess it could be. Okay, let's look in the... I'm not seeing it. Ah.
Of course.
He's the boss.
Oh, crap.
Hence getting over the physical limitations. Wait, were we not... Did we not have a... We might not have had the one earlier. Okay. But... I think I lose track of how many
What if Groom's
deductions...
drugs helped Thorpe walk?
Of how many available deductions we have. So I just assume that we have another one when we don't, and then I go look... What goes together, and then it's currently nothing.
Of course. It wasn't Mitchell or Gill. It was Thorpe who shot Randall at the hospital. Everything adds up now. And yet I can already hear Smirnov telling me I have no conclusive evidence. What if I set a trap for Thorpe? But how?
I have to lure him into a trap. Well, what if you make him go for the gun? Uh-oh.
Ha! What if I place Thorpe's gun up there and corner him so that he has to stand up to get it?
Is that an 8-bullet cylinder in that? It looked like a lot.
The show was about to begin. All I needed was an audience and some patience.
Stop it!
Arr! Don't you know who you're
dealing with, matey?
What a silly man.
Mutiny!
And if we're
You
wrong,
wants to be shark
this is
bait,
gonna be
do ya?
awful.
Oh, Blacksad. I feel terrible for keeping you waiting.
John,
Yar.
But you see, there was mutiny on board, so...
stop.
you see what I have to put up with. All right, helmswoman, to the cabin with you! Onward!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Come along, Blacksad. Julie, don't let anyone bother us.
I like that the moment of seeing him going, oh man, it's gonna suck.
Will you wait in the boardroom for me, please?
But
I'll just be a minute then. I think you've already suffered enough.
We're gonna
okay.
make some people very sad. Well,
And
one
think
person
about
very
where
sad.
You'd like to have dinner tonight, okay?
Okay, that's fine. That's
You see, I'm
Smirnoff.
not going to pay you for solving the case.
Wow. I thought you were the kind of man who was true to his word.
I assume you're gonna kill me.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not because you solved the case, but for her. 2 days ago, she wanted to end it all. Drop out of college, sell the gym. Too many wounds to heal.
Oh, I wonder if this scene
Through
could be
your
different
incredible work,
then,
you managed
because
to heal.
if you
well,
didn't
perhaps
do so
not
well on the
completely.
roof when talking to her.
It takes time to get over something like this. But at least, thanks to you, Sonia wants to be happy. She has hope. I'm going to help her make Dunn's gym the best in the city. Who would have ever guessed it, huh?
I'm happy for her. She's been through a lot, and honestly, I wasn't sure she'd make it.
Well, she hasn't just yet.
Oh, am I supposed to
She
be an
will in
asshole to
time.
him so he'll go for the
Anyway,
gun?
back to the case. All those people you
I'm
confronted.
hardball, I swear.
Gil, the German
Well,
doctor,
you could be
even
hardballed
Mitchell.
without being mean.
I would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
They did mention a certain surgeon.
Surgeon? You have any idea who that could be?
I'm sure this comes as no surprise, but it was Angus Mitchell himself. In fact, you gave me the lead by telling me he was a doctor.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
String him
I'm
along
glad
a
I
little
could
bit
help.
longer.
Although, you see, besides my esteem for Joe and Sonia, this ordeal really hits close to home.
I don't follow. How do you mean?
Sports are my livelihood. Do you know how many of the athletes involved have a deal with me?
How do you know that?
What?
Oh, wait. Sonia told you.
Yes, that's it. Sonia told me.
That's funny. I never told Sonia.
Well then, do you know how many of the athletes involved have a deal with me?
I have a slight idea.
I think I have a slight idea.
So far, the papers only talk about bodies down at the docks and an illegal lab. Not one has mentioned the athletes. But if one word gets out, this agency's future could be on the line. Not to mention Sonia's and the gym's.
Ah.
Could I ask you to be discreet?
I'm sorry to say your future is already on the line.
What do you mean?
I know the press. Sooner or later,
See
someone
how
will
long we
talk.
can mess with them.
I guess you're right. But let's do everything in our power to
See,
avoid
it's-
that.
it's easy to be
Anyway,
cocky once
that's
you've-
it. Julie has your check.
Uh-oh.
Don't forget to claim it.
Uh-oh.
Thank you again, Blacksad. I don't know what
Did we
state
just fail the
Sonia
case?
would be in if it weren't for you.
I had to act, then and there, or let Thorpe get away with it.
Excuse me for not standing.
No, I won't excuse you. I know you could stand if you wanted to.
Do we know?
I'm sure you've got good intentions, but you're wrong. What makes you think that? I'm sure there's an explanation.
According to Spano, the mastermind was a certain surgeon. I thought it was Mitchell, but now I know the truth. A journalist told me. Ring a bell? I know that you are a highly skilled sniper, and I think it was you who shot Randall Lee at the hospital.
Have you seen me, Blacksad?
Ah.
How could I possibly do that?
Didn't think about the fact that a
I hired
lion
you
could
to
wear a
solve this
beanie.
damn case. You think that's what a murderer would do?
Only because you thought I'd blame Bobby Yale and drop the case. But as soon as I realized something wasn't right, you sent Randall Lee and Gil to give me a scare. And when all that failed, you ordered Lee to kill me.
You're the type that won't open his jaws once he's got his prey, aren't you?
Maybe. I don't know how cats work.
You're right. I never let go of my prey.
Put yourself in my place for a minute. You're a promising football player who just got back from the war, but you're still a nobody. The man you saved kindly opens his house to you, and that man is still undone by his wife's passing. He works all day at his gym, and he drinks himself to sleep at night. So you practically end up raising his daughter. You give her her very first abacus. You encourage her to further her education. You comfort her when she misses her mother and her father. Meanwhile, your sporting career takes off. Life is good. Until one day, out of the blue, an accident cripples you. An old friend, Mitchell, tells you he knows someone who can help you. A German doctor. His drugs take some time to work, but they do wonders. You manage to walk for short bursts at a time, little by little. And those bursts keep getting longer. But the drugs aren't cheap at all. So you have to find a way to pay for them, don't you see?
I guess a trading card collection. Did he start the ad agency? Or did he start selling drugs to athletes? I feel like A is easier to do than starting a whole ad agency, but you could start the ad agency and then go, hey, you sign with me.
So you decided to start an advertising agency focused on product endorsement by athletes. And then it occurred to you to sell them those same drugs you were taking. Drugs would help them excel, and you'd get better ad deals. The perfect business model. Your first client? Craig Spano. His career had hit a rough patch, so he was the guinea pig for your new operation. And yet, when the drug started having serious side effects, you got rid of him. Afraid he would talk, you tried to kill him. That's why he hid. From then on, your business was smooth sailing. You even began to think you were above the law. You thought that you were untouchable. Until Joe Dunn found out, and then, 2 days before his unfortunate death, he came to see you.
That's enough now! You stop it! Now, I don't know if I'm above the law, but I am sure as hell not beneath it.
I don't know what that means.
Do you know how much power I have? The kind of people I eat with every day? I could shoot you right now, and nothing would happen to me.
With that gun you keep in your drawer? I'm afraid not. I placed your pistol out of reach, just in case you happen to confirm my suspicions, Iron Arm. And now, if you'll excuse me,
I was wondering
I have an appointment
why he
with
wouldn't
the
be suspicious
police.
of his gun being moved.
I won't let anyone wreck my life again. Sonia and I, we deserve a future.
You can come in now, Smirnoff.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe, drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Did we
You have
tell
the right to
Smirnov
return
about
if you cannot afford one.
there not being bullets in the
Provide
gun?
one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
Oh. Oh, are they gonna make us choose now whether we send her away or... Oh. I made the choice.
Sonia Dunn. You are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe.
Honestly, that is more fitting to a hardcore detective story that it ends really
You
sadly.
have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Just shut up.
Now she can get on out because he didn't read her rights. See? Don't worry, I fixed it. I helped her get away with murder.
Sonia should never set foot in jail.
Blacksad, don't.
I mean, the argument could be that she didn't know that the gun wasn't...
Put yourself in her place. One of the only two people you love in this world kills the other out of sheer greed.
Even if it clicked...
Isn't that enough to drive you mad?
He had...
No.
It looked like he
there's
had
no way
bullets
this could
in...
work. How do we hide this?
All
John?
sorts of different...
I'll put the bullets back in the gun. Thorpe had me at gunpoint, but I was faster. We're doing the right thing, Chief.
John, why do I end up getting my hands dirty every time I'm close to you?
Hey, you asked me to call. Because you could argue that even though it clicked, he could have had bullets irregularly put into the cylinder, so she wouldn't have known. Because I think wasn't it loaded irregularly? Or maybe it was just because I saw him get out 4 bullets out of the 8 cylinders, and so I assumed it wasn't.
After everything that had happened, the last thing I was interested in was the fight. Did Yale take drugs before the fight? Did Stone let him win? I had done everything in my power for things to go the way my moral compass dictated. Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story. Because no matter what they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future. My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to think of my performance throughout the case. Did I have a clear conscience? Would I have made the same decisions, given the chance?
Yeah, sure. I would try to die a lot less. You can't live with regrets. That'll drive you mad. You don't need help. Not in this city. Something. Life, death. Future. Hardboiled detective talk. I should have read more detective stories before we started playing this so I had something to use. That was excellent. I really liked that. Also, it was a bit difficult because every time they were talking, because, you know, you're watching this and you didn't click on one that says no commentary, so I feel like sometimes I have to say something and do a joke or something, but at the same time, I just want to listen to what they're saying, which probably doesn't help then later when they go, so, what do you think happened? Who was the murderer? And I'm like, what? Did they mention names? But yeah, that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. It would be interesting to go. I'll probably replay it, although I don't think I'll record it because why would you watch me do it again? But I want to see what else is. It's interesting that you have Smirnov's bug control division. It's interesting that it seems like you have different. Despite, you know, if you die, or you fail the case, you get to redo. It does seem like you still have sort of diversions of things you can go off on and do things different. Of course, you can't go, you know, do whatever because you have a case, you have an ending. Like there has to be some sort of structure to lead you to well this. But it is interesting to see how else characters would treat you and react to you and what would happen. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I feel like gotta get all of the achievements for this. Funny thing is, as we first solved before we went to his office, Thorpe's office at the end, there was a little achievement that pops up that you solved the case. It's like, oh, that was early to say that because we hadn't gotten to this part yet. So I was like, okay. And then the game kept going. It's like, hold up. And then eventually another achievement came up that just went, you solved the case for real this time. So it would be funny if you'd props to Barry Johnson for all his impressions. It'd be funny to have the achievement for solving the case but not solving it real this time. Also, you could let Thorpe get away? Would that, like, would the story end, or would it just be, hey, you failed, redo? Again, that's something you'd have to try it again and find out. So yeah, you had that achievement, but I did notice I haven't seen yet an achievement for finding all of the cards, which I assume is one of them. So despite looking at everything, we've missed stuff. Of course we have, of course. So yeah, that was great. I really liked that. I'm hoping there'll be more games like this. That was fun. And I thank Kiwi especially because without her, I would have not played this game. I wouldn't know Blacksad at all, and I wouldn't have had such a good time. So yeah, this is for Kiwi. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.